What is up, guys? It is your boy Steady Chaos, and in tonight's video we have the unboxing of the SVS 3000 Micro. Let's do it. Now this SVS 3000 Micro is a fairly new release, and it is going to complement my gaming station here. Now I currently have an LG C2 which already has built-in speakers, so that's fine, but my 360 Hz Asus gaming monitor back here does not have built-in speakers. So I got a pair of Vanatoo Transparent Zero desktop speakers, which are absolutely incredible desktop speakers. They're the best desktop speakers I personally have ever heard. Unmatched clarity, unmatched imaging. They're really, really good. But of course, being that they are fairly small and they are desktop speakers, they don't quite have that bass that I'd like. They are rated to get down to about 55 Hertz. So that is where the SVS 3000 Micro comes in, as this subwoofer is rated for a bottommost extension at 23 Hertz. And what's exciting about this sub is it's probably a giveaway in the marketing, right? It's labeled the Micro. So because I have a fairly limited amount of space here, I needed a small subwoofer. I needed something compact in design, but also something that could thump pretty well, right? Something that could still give me some pretty good bass. I don't have enough room here to get a PB4000 or a 16 Ultra, you know, something with a hulking case that's 150 or 160 pounds. This bad boy is basically a 1 foot by 1 foot cube. So it is very compact, it is very small, and it hopefully is attractive looking in my setup, and hopefully it will complement my Vanatoo Transparent Zeros well. So once we get this bad boy unboxed and we take a quick look at it, we're going to set it up in my gaming area and we're going to do a quick demo to try to see if it really does add the bass that I'm looking for. Alright, so I brought along a knife to unbox this, and this subwoofer, as I said, has a bottommost extension of 23 Hertz. And it also has dual 8-inch woofers built in inside of the case. It is a sealed box. There is no port. Now this SVS Micro 3000 has a built-in amplifier, a sledge with 800 watts RMS and 2500 watts peak power. So the first thing we're greeted with is a power cord. Set that aside, and then on the top we lift this off, and it's just padding, so we'll put that over here. And the subwoofer is very small, it is very compact, exactly what I was looking for in my small and condensed setup here. Let's try to pull it out. It's got a little bit of weight to it, but really, it's not that bad. Compared to my SVS PB2000s that I have over there in my home theater setup, which weigh about 75 pounds a piece, this is nothing. This can't be much more than 30 or 35 pounds. Very light, very manageable. This is a $900 subwoofer. Some might think because it is fairly small in stature and in size that it might be more like $400 or $500, but again, with the dual opposing drivers, the technology in this sub is pretty advanced, and the reputation for SVS and their customer service is such that it may very well be worth the price. Just take a look at the aesthetic of this subwoofer and see if it sort of plays nicely with my transparent zeros. Oh, and it is beautiful. A beautiful piano gloss finish. As you can see, let's take a look at the front side. I can't see it. Oh yeah, it has the SVS logo right here. Beautiful sheen gloss finish. Has that premium look and feel to it, although I imagine this will be a fingerprint magnet. Nothing new for the piano gloss finish on the SVS products, which has been around for quite some time now. Now you can see on the sides here, this is where the subs, the 8-inch kickers, oppose. They fire this way, outward from one another. You can take a look at the grills on the subwoofer. The grills are not detachable on this Micro 3000, so that kind of stinks. But again, there is no port. Now we take a look at the back side where all the goodies are. You have your LFE in, left and right RCA input, output. You have a USB port right here if you want to go wireless. This is the on-off power button. Power cable plugs in right here. 800 RMS, 2500 watts peak power for these dual 8-inch opposed drivers. You can control your volume, you can control your phase, and these little lights right here would light up as you kind of adjust the phase and the volume. And there is also a low pass filter you see here that you can adjust on the back of this subwoofer as well. Of course, if you don't want to get up every time to make adjustments on the subwoofer, you can always download the app that you can use on your cell phone to manipulate this subwoofer, which will save you a lot of valuable time. You won't be getting out of your chair. You can sit right in your sweet spot, put the sub wherever you want it to go, and then you can just use the smartphone app to manipulate the phase, to manipulate the volume to your liking. If we look on the underside, it does have small feet already attached to it. Now you can unscrew these feet and then you can get the SVS sound path isolation feet, which are aftermarket parts you can get from svs.com. I have them on my PB2000s, and it does help to further decouple the subwoofer from the floor. It just tightens up the bass a little bit more, and I believe those isolation feet are around $50, don't quote me. So they're not necessarily cheap. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys a demo. So we'll listen, see what these Transparent Zeros sound like without this Micro 3000. And then what we will do is we will add in the Micro 3000. And what's great about the Transparent Zeros is they automatically sync up with a subwoofer. So what you do is you just turn off the low pass filter, and the Transparent Zeros, if they are set up in desktop mode, which they are, they will automatically establish a crossover at 125 hertz. So everything at 125 hertz and above is played by the Transparent Zeros, and everything at 125 hertz and below will be played by the 3000 Micro from SVS.
Human remains detected. Identified as division agents.
There's no way the outcasts could have taken out an entire squad in a fair fight. It's not possible. We need to find out what happened to the team that went to try to repair the main shade node. The federal shelter should be beneath your current position. Find a way down there, but proceed with caution.
She got a deal to get an equal. Fucked over Emily.
Hold still. I can't put it out. Fire! Taking our kill.
So there you have it. That is the SVS Micro 3000 unboxing, first impression, and quick demo. What did you think? Now, did you hear a difference between the Transparent Zeros on their own and then the Transparent Zeros hooked up with the Micro 3000? Obviously, over YouTube, it's going to be hard to do any sort of comparison as compression sort of makes things difficult. But for my impression, sitting right in front of the subwoofer and right in front of the Transparent Zeros, there's no question that the Micro 3000 added a little bit of low end. It added some oomph. I mean, we've only got to sample one game so far, Division 2. I haven't had a chance to try out music or movies for that matter. But so far, first impressions are pretty good. It definitely added some low end, and this is a very big room that I have, this gaming room, this home theater room. So I wouldn't expect the Micro 3000 to be a great choice for somebody who's looking to fill an entire room like this with rich, thick bass, or to use in a large home theater system. You're better reserved getting something with a bigger case like the PV4000. But if you are looking for something like me, something small form factor, something in a tight space, yet something that still has a little bit of low-end oomph to complement some desktop speakers, then I think the Micro 3000 is a good choice. Of course, you have to look at the value proposition. I mean, they are dual 8-inch subwoofers that are rated to get down to 23 hertz, but again, they're not going to do what a 16 Ultra can do. They're not going to do what a larger subwoofer can do. And for $900, that does seem a bit expensive. Over the next several days and weeks, I will definitely fine-tune the Micro 3000 using the SVS phone app. You know, I'll adjust the phase a little bit more, maybe play with a low-pass filter a little bit to try to integrate it even a little bit more with my Transparent Zeros, try to blend it in more seamlessly. And then once I've had a little bit more time to get the Micro 3000 sort of under my belt, I will report back with my final findings. All right, guys, hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you have, leave a like, please subscribe to the channel, and until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Bye.